ACC version 1.7 was recently released. With it came the British DLC pack, which include 3 new tracks, 40 new liveries and 70 new drivers, and a dedicated British GT season, allowing for mixed class races. Today we'll be taking a look at Oulton Park, reviewing the track on detail, system performance and overall enjoyment. Lastly, I'll also cover a few tips for improving your lap times around this new track. If you enjoyed today's video, why not give this video a like and subscribe for more content like this. Links to all of my socials can be found in the description below. Starting off with the overall design of the track, what you can see on screen now is the bulk of Oulton Park. The track is highly detailed and definitely follows the high standards set by Kunos in the base game and other track DLCs. With crowds, marshals, rescue vehicles and the surroundings being recreated rather accurately. With most of these details going past us when on track, the important areas have been given enough focus for us to enjoy when out on track. Moving on to the pit lane, where we will spend a large amount of our time. I was once again impressed with the work the Kunos have done here. All is as it should be. The pit boxes have been modelled very well, and the small details as well as the large ones are there for us to enjoy while we tinker with our setups. The important thing for me is that the track does feel very British, and the time and effort was spent on the important details. Moving on to the performance of this track. I'm racing on PC, so this may not be as important for console users. I would recommend to watch this section though. I tested the track in both the dry and wet. First off, I'm very happy to report that the track looks stunning in both scenarios. Running the track in both weather conditions, I'm also very happy to report that the force feedback felt great on this track. I didn't encounter any weird bugs or things so far. With my current graphics settings, I was able to get a consistent, stable 120 FPS in the dry, and in the wet I was running between 110 and 120 FPS. Overall the track seems very well optimized. Keep in mind though, I'm running a 1060 6GB graphics card at 1080p. Overall, the track exceeded my expectations on the optimization, and I'm pleased with the current performance. Now for a full run through of the track while I give you some friendly advice. For turn 1, make sure you're not overslowing your car. You're able to carry a lot of speed through here. The turn can be very deceptive on entry, and the track limits are most generous at the exit, so use that space. On the way to turn 3, be careful of this bump in the road on turn 2, it can send your car flying off to the left if you're not careful. For the bank corner here, be careful to get your entry speed right once again. If you're coming too fast, you'll find yourself getting onto the upper section of the corner and maybe even beyond the track limits during the midsection of this corner. Caution is key once again into the first chicanes, as the curb in the middle and on the corner exit can unsettle the car, causing one or more wheels to lift off the ground. Remember, each car in Assetto Corsa Competizione is different. Your car may not be affected, so be sure to test a few different lines going through here. The curb on the inside here can also lift your car up if you cut it too much. Find out what works for your car once again. In the final couple corner complexes, once again make sure to carry enough speed into them. I find they can be rather deceptive on entry. And lastly, both corner complexes end with a large area to your left that are in track limits. Make sure to use them because that will gain you a lot of time. In summary, I believe the Kunos have hit it out of the park again, if you'll excuse the pun. Oulton Park definitely feels like a British track. Narrow, get it wrong, and you'll really get it wrong here. The track limits will keep you on your toes, and the track performs really well on my system with very little performance difference between the dry and wet. To answer your question, yes, get the British DLC pack if you have not. It is absolutely great. The new tracks are highly detailed, and mixed class racing has also been long overdue, and for that reason alone it should make it worth it. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. I'll be covering the other 2 tracks in the future, so definitely subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss out. Until next time, cheers.